and welcome to Overdrive. I'm Shireen Bhan. Now, before we start the show, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate Sirish, Chandran and Nikhil Paya, Overdrive rally winning team. They've had a fabulous start at the Rally of Maharashtra in Nasik, dominating the Group N class and bagging a victory and coming in third overall in the INRC. So congratulations, Sirish and Nikhil. Well, that's what Sirish does in his spare time. What he does every day is test drive expensive luxury cars. So here's Sirish and the new BMW 6 Series.
A magnificent sunrise, the crisp morning air, the birds chirping, traffic yet to stir, the road all to myself.
And a convertible to enjoy it all with. Of course, with the top down, soak in the sun, enjoy the grumble of that V8 engine. Ah, this is the life.
The 6 Series is BMW's flagship GT in the country, and the new one builds on BMW's new design language. Flame surfacing has gone, the spangle butt has been consigned to history books, and the lines are cleaner, crisper and less fussy. In fact, the car looks visually lower, seems stretched out in the horizontal plane, and the flanks are tightly pinched and sharply creased. The biggest changes are the prominent thrusting kidney grille at the front and the rear that flows and blends with the rest of the car, looking surprisingly, for a BMW, normal.
The 6 Series has grown by 74 millimeters and most of it has gone into the wheelbase, into liberating more space inside the cabin. Up front, there's a lot of space. The seats are wide, they're comfortable, the driving position is low, it is sporty, and you can squeeze in 2 adults at the back. Though you ought to be advised not to make that a habit because space at the back is still tight. The cabin itself is richly upholstered. I love the black and the red, the two-tone color scheme that goes on. This red stitching for the leather. It all looks very classy, and using bits and pieces from the 7 Series' cabin, it just elevates this all to another level altogether.
This is the same L6 platform that was first seen on the 7 Series. It is a very versatile platform and has been used on the 5 Series, 5 GT and now this, the 6 Series Cabrio. In fact, it will also be used on the 6 Series Coupe that will come to India later on in the year.
The earlier 6 Series also had a V8 engine, but this one is an all-new unit. It's a 4.4-litre twin turbocharged V8 that has direct petrol injection and it makes 402 horsepower. Even more impressive, it makes 600 Newton meters of torque. That is an insane amount of torque, and it gives the car effortless and crushing performance. 0 to 100 takes 5.2 seconds. Top speed is limited to 250 kilometers an hour, but the main thing is the grunt, the immense flexibility of the engine. Just flex your right foot and she just takes off to the horizon. It really is a fabulously quick car, and that V8 engine also sounds lovely.
Like the 7 Series and the 535i, the 6 also gets Drive Select that alters the dynamic mood of the car depending on your mood. Select Normal, motor along at a sedate pace, wind in your hair. Exhaust dialing out a nice gurgle. 8-speed gearbox quickly running through its top cog, and you'll struggle to imagine a better way to spend the day. Get in the mood for some action, and there is Sport and Sport Plus mode to add aggression to the 6's character.
Sport Plus is of course the best. It stiffens and quickens everything up, the ESP allows more leeway, and you can power oversteer the car, allow the tail to hang out, and really enjoy yourself in this car.
Mash the throttle and the 6 rears its head. The gearbox barrels down a couple of cogs, the turbos gulp in the clouds, the exhaust hardens, and before you know it, the 6 has overtaken the horizon. On our acceleration runs, with all the electronic nannies switched off, the 6 spun its rear tires all the way in first and even in second gear, requiring half a turn of opposite lock just to keep her pointing straight. What I want to stress here is that the 6 can go mental if you want to, but when all you want is fast, relaxed cruising, it does that perfectly well.
Ultimately, the 6 Series is a Grand Tourer in the best Grand Touring traditions. A car to be doing vast distances in style and speed and comfort. And yes, I said comfort. This is a BMW, this runs on massive 19-inch wheels and this has run flat tires. Yet, the ride is never bone-jarringly uncomfortable. It is stiff because it's a sporty car, but it does its job extremely well.
And that makes it so damn desirable. I want to marry it, take her home and put her in the kitchen. This is the car that does everything so damn well that the asking price of over ₹1 crore doesn't seem totally crazy. You almost feel like it's worth it.
Almost. You see, for all the crisp morning air, it only lasts for an hour or so. For all the chirping birds, one of them is going to shit on your head. And most of all, India is a hot country. We are in the middle of summer, it is 9 o'clock, and if I don't get out of the sun fast, well, I'm going to turn as black as the car. Lovely car, but convertibles in India, they just don't work.